bit bitter. Meg shouted in madness as Mindy Kaling mocking her tore her third podcast into pieces. Meghan Markle's newest podcast episode featured writer Mindy Kaling, who appeared to take a subtle swipe at the royal family during the pair's conversation about being single. Meghan Markle has released the third episode of her chart-topping podcast Archetypes. In conversation with writer and director Mindy Kaling, the Duchess of Sussex talks about the stigma surrounding being a single woman. Ms. Kaling, an unmarried woman who decided to start a family on her own, discussed her experiences as a single woman, touching on her childhood, career and the challenges of being a sole parent of two. The women also talked about how different their respective realities are in comparison to their ideas of their future lives as teenagers. Ms. Kaling said, "I am often amazed at how different my life looks now. I'm 43, I have 2 kids. I live with a nanny whom I love, she's my great friend. It's funny how different it is than how I imagined at 13 or 15 years old." She added, "I'm sure you feel the same way." Meghan responded, "Well, of course," stifling a laugh, she added, "there are some things you just can't imagine. I think you have an idea of what it's supposed to be. Most people, especially women, are willing to compromise." In an apparent nod to the royal family, Ms. Kaling hints that Meghan probably cannot say how she is feeling, something the Duchess has previously admitted to struggling with as a member of the firm. The writer said, "I can say this, even if you can't. What you're saying is absolutely true, because I don't know if you feel this way, and you probably can't say even if you do. My life is filled with women who are late 30s or early 40s who are so successful and they have partners who aren't, and I'm often amazed. I think to myself, I'm such an ambitious person. I know this about myself. I like people who are driven by fanatical passion. And I need to be around that person. Do I think that always makes healthy marriages? No. But I don't think I could be in a relationship with someone who wasn't the same way. And I see a lot of women who are fine doing it. And I'm sitting there thinking, I don't know what you see in that guy." Meghan later talked about her own relationship with Prince Harry, recalling their engagement in November 2017. She said, "Everyone was like, oh my God. You're so lucky he chose you. And after a certain point, after you hear it a million times over, you're like, well, I chose him too." She went on to say Harry challenged that narrative, adding the prince would say, "They've got it all wrong. I'm the lucky one because you chose me." Their engagement came a year after Harry had issued an unprecedented statement about the media interest in his then-girlfriend. The statement read, "Meghan Markle has been subject to a wave of abuse and harassment. Some of this has been very public, the smear on the front page of a national newspaper, the racial undertones of comment pieces, and the outright sexism and racism of social media trolls and web article comments. Prince Harry is worried about Ms. Markle's safety and is deeply disappointed that he has not been able to protect her." She went on to say Harry challenged that narrative, adding the prince would say, "They've got it all wrong. I'm the lucky one because you chose me." Their engagement came a year after Harry had issued an unprecedented statement about the media interest in his then-girlfriend. In other news, Duke of Sussex Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle will not see Queen Elizabeth at Balmoral during their visit to UK in September. According to a report by The Sun, the royal couple, who are set to visit Britain for the first time after Jubilee celebrations, will miss seeing the monarch unless a security row is resolved. Lilibet and Archie's parents are awaiting decision over whether they should get taxpayer-funded police protection in Britain when they return. The Sun, quoting The Telegraph, reported Meghan and Harry's trip to Balmoral, where Queen is staying for summer holidays, is not expected. The paper, citing sources privy to the development, reported that the couple's decision about travel within the UK will depend on if and what security is granted to them. According to the Daily Mail, the royal couple are likely to spend a lot of time at Frogmore Cottage in Windsor.